Okay, so today we are doing this called as elbow stretch, arm stretch and elbow pin. Alright, first of all, this one you can apply into your maybe your legs or your arms. It depends which one you want to apply in. So for you guys, I recommend you guys apply on your forelimbs, which is the left right arms and the left right legs. Okay, so we start with a simple joint first. Okay, we start with a simple joint. Any will be fine. Okay, just make sure is you can apply an IKS. So let me set up a really simple IK first. Alright, let me rename it. Oops. Maya Classic. Okay. So rename the joint. This one will be the upper arm. Oops. Joint. And then we got elbow joint. And then we got wrist. Okay. So we have the joint first, then we do the IKS. This one only apply on IKS. FK will be another workflow desk. Alright, so we apply IKS, skeleton, create IK handles, okay, rotate plane, okay, apply it. 1, 2. So you guys have the IKS. This one which you guys already understand, already familiar with this workflow, how to create IKS. And then also a curve, control curve. So it's an IK, control, right? And then group it, limits as I took. Okay, group, and then we'll put it inside, and then IK handle, we just rename it. Okay, arm IKH, which is named as arm IK handle. Then we'll put it inside. So this one is the simple IK setup that you guys did, right? Okay, you guys are very familiar with this workflow. Okay, you can do this. Okay, today we are doing this. It's like we're gonna go and stretch it. When my arms more further than the legs, then my arm will stretch. Based on how far that I move my controllers. So with doing that, we need to measure the length on here. So first thing first, get your length. Alright. So let me have a quick workflow with you guys. Okay. Get the length. Okay. And then calculate distance. Okay. Then get the steering value. Right, roughly things will be like this first. Okay, first thing first, we get the length of the joint. Okay, so how to calculate the joint? Very simple. Select the joint on here, the elbow and the wrist. See on what? See on here. Translate X. If your joint today is not like just one value, you got two value, then it will be really hard. Okay, so we calculate by this. Okay, just get the length on this one. Okay, based on what you want to do, you can maybe you just want to simple calculate, then you can call calculator out, or you just want the Maya to calculate for you, you can do it later on. Okay, I will teach both methods. So as calculator, you can do like this, 6.325 plus, okay, the next value will be here. Get this one, the wrist joint, the value in here, 9.22 plus 9.22. So we get the value of this length is this, 15.545. This one is the total length of this length, the arm, okay, of this joint. Alright, we can copy this value. Let me copy like this way. Okay. This one is the get the length of the arm. Okay, this one is it. So calculate the distance. Alright. So we know that this one is the length of it. When my controllers it travels more than 15, okay, then you need to scale up the joint values. So by that way, how we calculate this distance? Very simple. Okay. So we can go create. There's measurement tools, distance tool. Okay, create this one. Okay, holding V, you can snap to the joint. Or maybe you click any other ways, then you can move it. This one you can move. Okay, by seeing this one is the value of it. I think this color will be simple to see it. Alright, so this one is the distance. Alright, so this one you can see 13.5. So when the value is more than 15.545, then you need to start to scaling the joint value for you guys already. So let's parenting thing first, later we'll do the calculation. Alright, name it. So this one as in, we can do it upper arm. Distance locator LOC. Alright, and then the next one, this one will be the wrist distance locator. Alright, because this one is a locator. This one is the arm distance. Okay, this one can understand. Alright, so start to do it with the calculation stuff. Next thing next. Okay, it's all already prepared all this thing in here. So next we need to start do the connection. Call your node editors in here. Alright, then we get the distance. Okay, this one is our distance. Just middle click and drop. So you got your arm distance and this one is the shape. You can click by number trees in your keyboard, so you can see this one. We need to find this distance. This one is the shape we doesn't need. So this one, you can just remove it temporarily. Don't press delete on keyboard. If you delete, this one will be deleted. Okay, just press this one. It will remove the nodes from the selected graph. Alright, next thing, call out the multiple divide. Type in like this, multiple divide. Alright, when you call it out, you got this small stuff for you. Alright, so in this, we're gonna use the call as a divide. Just now remember the value of the length is this one, right? 15.545. This one, you put at the second. This distance, put at the input one. So when you calculate for you, okay, then we call another window. This one call as a condition. Okay, what's condition? You use is like when the number is like more than it or less than it, what will happen? Like you guys do the foot bank. You guys do remember, right? When like less than it, then you don't go the other ways. So this one will calculate when it's like more than 1, then you're gonna like scaling up the join for you already. So we can put second term in 1 here. So this one is the output x. You put it into first term. So right now we can see the value of it. This one value is like 0.8. So which is it cannot do the scaling yet because the value is less than 1. Okay, so the operation greater than. Then the value will put inside. Okay. If you can't pull out from here, you can't find out the output, select this one, press number 3. Okay, call out the output, this one, pull, and put it inside. Color if true. Okay, if color is true, then you need to follow these numbers. If false, follow 1. Alright, then we name this one. Okay, this one is like stretch MD. MD stands for multiple divide. Okay, this one is condition. Stretch condition. Alright, so now the value is what? 0.8 right or not? Which is when output is 1 or 0.8, okay, will be 1. Because the number need to be greater than 1, they only can run these numbers. So right now, it do nothing. Okay, let me have a sample for you guys to see. So the output, out colors, we simply just plug any of it. So you can see right now, output right now is 1. It won't skew anything. So let's say we want to skew it. So we can put our joint inside. Okay, select upper arm and elbow. Put it inside here. Okay, upper arm will be top, elbow will be the second one. This one we can just remove it, just for us to like see the numbers of it. So right now we plug in the output in here, our color in here. So we need to find out what's the value for the scaling. Okay, so the scaling will be like this one. The red color will be the scale X. Alright, then you output it to the scaling X. It's not the same thing. Okay, our color will be the scale X. So right now, when I pull my stuff, okay, more than it. Oh, why is not yet running? Oh, because we're not running because you can see the distance is not moving any at all. Because right now the locator is still at that place. The locator is still there. You can't follow with the controllers. So what we can do is this locator is parent to the controllers. So right now this one will start to calculate the value. So when I pull, you can see the number is increasing in here. So when I move more than it, then the arm will start to like stretch already. Okay, we follow with the how far that I move. Okay, so we can do this, and then we can move around. Your point of view. If you move less than 15, 15.5, then you're back to the value. Okay? Alright. Okay, so we already done that, the stretch one in here. Okay, if your number is greater than, then it will stretch. So let's change to others. Okay, if it's like equals, so when you see it, now it's like those normal IK. It doesn't change anything. Okay, if it's equal. So another is like when you go to like not equal, then you'll see right now. Wherever when I stretch, I mean like I will squash it, then the bone will be like squash. When I pull on, then it will stretch. This one is not equal. Okay, which means that when the number is not equal to this one, then we'll run these numbers. When equal to 1, then we'll back to the normal one. So this one, we can do it like both squash and stretch to maintain the arm, keep it as straight. Okay, as long as when I move to like lesser or longer, it will like squash or stretch for me. Alright, so another one is like less than. Less than means that when I go longer than it, then nothing will be like stretch anymore. But I go lesser, then the number will become squash. This one we call it a squash. Okay, so the changing is in here. Okay, so just now that one is like not equal, greater than, and less than. Okay, not equal means that both of it will happen. Okay, you can like squash it, you can stretch it. This one is not equal. Alright, when I go to greater than, then number will be only stretch. When I go more than it, then we'll stretch the numbers for me. Okay, when lesser, then we'll just continue like normal IK. Alright, when I go to less than, then it become shorter. Okay, if you prolong it, nothing will happen like normal IK. Okay, this one can understand, yeah? Alright, so by that way, we can use our controllers to have this called as a stretch type. Okay, we can have like both, we can have like squash and a stretch. Okay, so we can add the attribute inside here. So go to add, edit attribute. In here, we can do like stretch type. Okay, this one you can go at the enum. Enum you can like type in the attribute in here. So the first one is both squash and stretch. Secondly, will be the stretch. And the third, just click this empty place, then you can do it squash. Then press any place. So right now you got 3 attributes. Right now when you press add, if you give this, okay, both stretch and squash. Alright, so based on here, okay, so we got like 3 attributes in here. So in Maya it reads that the first one is 0, the second one is 1, the third one is number 3. Sorry, number 2. So it will be like this. 0, 1, 2. 它出来的 value 是这样的 okay? So to show you guys how it works, so let me bring it as a demo to show you guys lah. I bring my controller first. Okay, so in here I have my stretch type. This one I just hide it out. Okay, let me call a sample for you guys to see it. Any will work lah. Multiple divide. So a sample to show you guys how this thing works. So attribute stretch type connect any to any. So right now you can see when stretch type on both, the first one, which is the first one, will be 0. Okay, when I change this one to second one, the stretch, this one will reach at 1. The third one, when I change to squash, will be number 2. 可以理解吗？这个 Okay, so this is the number is read. Okay, this one we need to change on this for the condition. Okay, for this one, the operation. So we know that this one, the first one is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 可以理解吗？这边 Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the first one, when our controller go, the first one, the both one is 0, right? Is 0, right? So when I put the first one, then we will run to this one. So I want the number to jump to not equal, so I can edit both squash and stretch. Okay, when I go to like the stretch, it need to be like greater than or equal. Both also can work. Okay, the third one will be less than or equal. So in that we need the number of what? Okay, not equal, then greater or equal, less or equal. So we need the number is what? 1, 3, and 5. 理解吗？这是0嘛？1、2、3、4、5。我们要什么？我们要1、3还有5。Okay, the number will be 1, 3, and 5. So that when we bring our controller inside, this one no need. Okay, this one no need. Let me remove this one. Okay, bring my controller inside. Sorry, this one no need already. Can just remove this one. Okay, controllers, bring it inside. Okay, with this stretch type. This one no need. Okay, bring it out first. Okay, and then we can use this one called as a plus minus average. Plus minus average, which is number you put inside, it will end the number for you. Alright, so the stretch type, where is it? In here. Okay, go to input 1D. Where is it? Stretch type. Okay, input 1D. Alright, and then again and again. So right now the number you give me, we got like let me go to the first one first. Okay, the first one. Okay, so we 1. Right now you have the 1 here. Okay, the first one you guys can break it. Okay, let me show you guys the sample right now. The output multiply divide. Okay, a sample out for you guys to see it. Output 1D. Okay, go to any, just for you guys to see the numbers. So right now, when I go to like stretch, let me just let you guys understand because this one just break it. Okay, so I go to both. Okay, so the number in here will be 1. Okay, 因为我这边有加1嘛 number plus 1. Then you go here. Means 0 plus 1 will be 1. Okay, and then when I go to the stretch, okay, means that 1 plus 1 plus 1. Then go here, it become 3. Okay, when I change to next one, to squash, then cut out will be 5. OK， 你们大概记得这个 step 就好了，不要去理它为什么啊。总之你们出来的时候，它会给你1、3、5就对了。When the outcome it give you is like 1, and then 3, and then another one will be the 5. That's it. OK， 你们只要出来这个是这个 number 就好，你们不要去理它为什么会这样。OK， 就是因为它的这边有加了的 ，because the number is plus in here already. OK. Alright, so that's it how it works. Now the multiple dy you guys can remove already. Doesn't need to see it anymore. Okay, and then the output in here, output 1 this, go to this condition, find this other. We need to connect to the that's the thing called as the operation. Okay, so we need to connect to the operation. Connect to here. Select others. We'll pop up this window for you already. So non-keyable. 怎么不见掉了？没有，我还没 connect 到，还没 connect 到。Okay, point to here to others. Okay, to the operation. You must select in here displays show non-keyable, and then connect to this operation. Now that you will plug this one to here already. So right now you can see the stretch tab is squash. So here you're showing the numbers less than, less or equal. If I change this one to like stretch, this one will be greater than. If I change it to both, then you'll be like just not equal. So let me show you guys. Okay, my controllers. Okay, right now it's like both. It can like squash and stretch. Squash and then stretch. Okay, if I change it to stretch, I can just stretch. I cannot be squash. Okay, if I change to squash, I can only be squashing. I cannot stretch the things. Okay, 可以理解吗 Okay, and then rename your plus max elevation in here. Guys can just stretch. Okay, PMA plus minus average. Okay, then to that side operation. Alright, after it, now that we have our stretch is always on. Okay, wherever it's like squash or stretch, or it's like both turning on. So right now we need to have a like value to turn on and off for this squash and stretch on and off. So for that one, you guys need one more. It's like called color blend. Okay, blend color. Sorry, blend colors. This one. Okay, blend colors is like you can use the colors of like A or B to activate the things. Alright, so on the controllers, we need one more attribute. This one, you can just call it stretch. Okay, you can just call as a float. Minimum is 0, maximum is 1. Add it inside. So this one we got a slider. 0 is off, 1 is turned on. Okay, by using that one, okay, to connect to our blend colors inside here. So the blender, this one, how they use? Okay, when it's 0, we will reach number as 1. Okay, when it's 1, then we reach the colors on here. So there's a 3 attribute we can click it inside. Okay, so now when it's 0 means off. Off is like we need to keep it based to the default. So default will be the 1. Okay, so these two will connect as the number in here when the output of the scaling. So we can just plug in the numbers inside. Color out R to the 2R. Okay, so the number will come in here. After it, okay, when the colors output R, we plug it back to the scaling. We override these things. Okay, output R to the scale X, and here as well. Okay, output R and scale X. So it bypass from here to here. Okay, so wherever when you want to have the stretchy, then attach to these numbers. Okay, start from here. When it's off, we read as number 1. So in here, our stretch on off, this one, okay, we'll plug into the blender. So this one will tell you that, okay, when it's like on, then you need to read these numbers. When it's off, okay, you always read as 1. So the scaling will be playing with that. So in here we can see, right now it's off. Wherever it's at, when you move, it's just like normal IK. Sorry, 这我没有的。If it's more than it,等一下。Sorry, you flip the values already. So when you flip the values, then we get no points. Okay, so we change it lah. So the stretchy value will come to here, and then this one will just put it as 1. So just flip the values lah. Because I wonder is that when it's 0, it should be read as color 1. But right now it's that when it's 0, then we read here. Okay, when this one is on, then this one is like stretchy right now. Okay, when it's 0, that means right now this stretchy things is not working. I think the blenders in here might need to change a little bit lah. Okay, just connect the things based on what I give lah. Same things. Okay, so this one just type it stretchy. Okay, on, off. Okay, blend colors BC. So it will be like this, on off. Okay, so right now when color output will be here. Alright, so when 0, things will be like not happening. When it's 1, then it will be happening. Alright, so right now you can easily do stretch and squash. Okay, like the normal when you use okay, when this one is stretch, okay, cannot be squash. Okay, when you change it to squash, okay, only can be squash, cannot be stretch. Okay, so this is how you use it. Okay, this one is on and off. Alright, so right now the stretchy is already complete. Okay, now when you do another, is for the pin. Okay, let's say when your elbow put on the tables and then move around, then the elbow will be snapped on that place. Alright, so this one we need to deactivate this thing first. Okay, put it all back to default place. Alright, so this one we just roughly put it under aside first. Okay, doesn't need to care about this one. This one also we like just don't care about this one as well. That we need to have the proactor so that your elbow can snap to that place. Alright, so create a controller first. This one call it an elbow. Sorry. IK. Sorry. IK arm PB controller. And then we group it. Make it as a group. Okay. Then we'll get back to the position of this. Okay. Like usual. Okay. We clean up this value. Okay. Move thing behind. Okay. I'm pairing it out. Clean up the rotation. So we got our pole actors. Okay, so select our pole actor, select IK hand, constraint pole actors. So this one as normal pole actor lah. Alright, as normal pole actor. In here we need to have this distance from here to here, here to here. Alright, so get another. Alright, create a distance measurement tool, distance from this place to the controller. Roughly click it, then we find. Okay, we're gonna like go and play these things up. Okay, and then we need one more. Okay, from here to here. So create again distance tool. From this place to this place. It's okay, you can just roughly click it any place first. And then name this one distance. Upper arm. Okay. Distance. Okay. And then this one as a elbow or as a lower arm. As long as you understand what this is. Alright. And then we can the locator we can leave it first. We only need one. Will be here. This one we need. Okay. The starting and end we can leave it. Okay, I think use this one. Okay, this one we call as a elbow, distance, locator. Alright, so this one will be like just using back as this one. Okay, the third one I'm using the last as the wrist. So call out the new, you can call a new page. All this you remove first. Okay, find the distance, these two, put it inside. The shape we can just roughly check it first. We need to have this start and end. So only need the shape. These two we don't need. So bring aside. Okay, only these two. Alright, and then bring the locator that you needed. Okay, so we need to have this elbow distance locator. I need this shape only. This one no need. Bring out as well. And then the wrist locator and upper arm locator. Put it inside. Okay, the locator we don't need. we'll need this one, the ship. Okay, this one is the lower arm, so we can connect inside. Okay, this one is the, we check what is connecting. Okay, wall position. Okay, wall position, connect to this endpoint. Oops. Why okay, 0 to here. 怎么 connect 不到的 ？Wall matrix. Okay. It's okay. I'll call up the other things as well. Call out this. What's connecting inside? Okay. The endpoint here. This one should be the wrist. So I carry the wrist locator inside. This one no need. The wall position. Just connect to it. Okay. Why can't 怎么做不到了？ Okay, just bypass that things. Okay, so this one not needed anymore. We just need to have this shape. Okay, we don't want to have that double shape in there. Just one will be works. So this one we don't need anymore. Okay, because it already take place using the wrist distance locator. So this one you can remove. The locator 3. You can remove this one. Alright, and then another one will be the upper arm. Upper arm, we'll bring it inside. Okay, the shape. It requires that what is connecting right now. Okay, upper arm distance locator, and this one should be the wrist locator. So we'll bring the wrist locator, sorry, the elbow locator, my bad. Okay, this one no need. Okay, same things. We see what is connecting. We just connect it. Okay, wall position 0 to here, endpoint. Replace the things. This one no more. Okay, then remove that. So right now you got two. Will be like this. Okay. Okay. So upper arm and the elbow will connect to here. Upper arm distance will be this place. Okay. Next one will be the elbow and the wrist connect to the lower arm. So we got two distance right now in here. Okay. So using this distance, we can create the multiple divide already. This two, the shape, you can just roughly like remove it out first. Okay. Using these two, just call it a multiple divide. Alright, this one very simple. Just connect into it. Distance, connect to the input 1x. Okay, and then we got it as the divide. Okay, distance from here to here. So we can just copy these numbers. Okay, copy this, paste to here. Okay, so this right now is like multiple twice already. So you need have one more, or can just using back the same one. Okay, so this one will be the y lah. We're using the second one. So second one, we get the distance. Connect to the input 2x. Okay, the value in here, we'll just get this one. Okay, from this place to here. So this one will be like 9.22. So we'll paste it to, sorry, it will be 1x, my bad. Distance to like 1x. Sorry, 1y. And then, sorry, my bad. This one should be here. Okay, so means that this one is for the first upper arm. Right now, this one is the value of this distance. Sorry, my bad. I make it wrong already. This one should be the. This one here. This one here. Okay. So this one will be the lower arm. This one will be the upper arm. Okay. So I always read from the start lah. This one will be the upper arm. This one will be the lower arm. Okay. So now this one, the 6.325 will be the value in here. The distance from this place to here. The second one. This one 9.22 will be the elbow to the wrist. So you can see this one 9.22. I already put in here 9.22. Okay, I put in here. This one, the distance is from the locator of this pointer to the arm. Alright, do as a divide. This one can name it elbow pin multiple divide. Okay, do it like this. Alright, and then this one is our pointer or not. Okay. So the locator you can just put it inside. Put it underneath. Okay, these two don't delete just leave it there, it's fine. Upper arm you can leave it outside, it's fine. Okay, because the upper arm will connect back to the clavicle. So right now just be like this. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, so right now we connect this one into the skilling in this place. Okay, so in here I can just bypass first. Okay, I will just roughly like remove this thing first. Right click, break connection. Okay, so right now it won't affected by this, the scaling anymore. Okay, as a normal one. Okay, then we connected into it. Okay, this and this. We call it inside. Okay, upper arm will be the X, elbow will be the Y. Alright, connect this one into the scale X. This one will be the scale X in here. So right now, when my elbow move, they can follow. So when guys do the pinning, you can pin on the tables. So let's say your character is the hand put it on the tables, so you can use this control to move around. The elbow will always be there. Alright. Now that we need to combine all these things together, okay? Same things, we need to have a color blend to activate this thing on and off. Okay? So do a blend colors. Blend colors. Okay. So same things. Okay. We'll call out the controllers. This thing. Add one more attribute. Okay. Elbow pin or pin, just pin, you'll be fine. Okay, minimum and maximum 0 and 1. So we got this. Okay. So bring this thing inside. Okay. The controller will be here using this one, the pin. Pin as the blender. This one, the shape, no need. Okay. So right now the outcome color is just all put into one first. So this will be using two value already because it's like you got the X and Y. You cannot like just both using the same one. Alright, so we connected into one of it. Okay, so I think if I'm not wrong, you'll be using the first one. Okay, just connect into it. And then the output. The R will be the upper arm. Okay, I think I just do it like this. Okay, just replace R and G in here. Okay, so right now this one is off. When off, it moves like normal IK. When it's on, then we'll snap to that place. So we got on and off. Alright, now we need to mix all this together with the stretchy. Okay, we're gonna mix all this together. Okay, so by doing that, okay, we need to have two color blend inside. Okay, this one name it first. This one is like elbow, pin, PC, blend colors. Okay, in here. Alright, alright, so what we needed is just this one to bring along with together here. Okay, so this one we can move aside first. Okay, then bring on this to that side. Okay, so select this one, elbow pin, blend colors to your first one just now. Okay, add it inside. So we got this color blend. Okay, so we know that the tool is right now is empty. You can use this one. Okay, so right now the out colors. This one we need to have two value already. So R we go into the G. So right now we got two values to plug inside. So we know that this one, the first one, should be for the upper arm. Second one will be the lower arm. So connect this one into 2R and 2G. Okay, whichever means that, okay, when this thing is turned off, okay, the elbow pin is turned off, this thing need to be active. Okay, when elbow pin is off, then that one need to be active. When this one turn on, you bypass here. Wherever here moving, it doesn't affect any of it anymore. Even in on and off, it doesn't affect because right now the numbers coming from the pin. Okay, even you change in here, nothing will be happen. But if this pin turn off, okay, then right now it will run back to the elbow. Run back to your normal IK. Like both, like this one is stretching, okay, or it's like just a squash. Okay, you run back to there. Okay, or if you like just turn off already, then you're back to normal. Okay, so this is how you connect it. Okay, we just need this one, elbow pin. Alright, so right now we got already, you can like stretch out. Okay, it's already like complete like 90% already. Okay, so right now we need one more thing when we stretch our stuff. Okay, when we stretch our stuff, okay, we only see that the skill X is running, but Y and Z is not running anything. So when we skill, we know that when you stretch one things, both for others need to be like being smaller a bit. It's called like a squat and stretch. So we need to have another things, dry off these things to work it. So by doing that, we need to have one more things. Okay, multiple divide. Okay, multiple divide. This one we call one more multiple divide. Change it to power, and then input one can just press minus. 减一就好 okay, minus 1. which means that, okay, there's as 1 happen, then 1 power by -1 will give you that the default values. Okay, if like the number bigger or smallest, it will flip the numbers a little bit. 它会去一个负面的一个 numbers 啊，一减一点点。Okay, examples are when I move my joint right now, it's like 1.50 1.590. So this one you reduce the numbers to like maybe I think it's like just maybe -0.5 to 6, roughly like this. Okay, we change like that ways. Alright, so we need to have these numbers to change the things there. Alright, so get numbers from here. Okay, the stretchy stuff in here. So connect these things. Okay, output R into like input 1x and input 1y. Sorry. Okay, so upper arm, lower arm. So right now, examples are the output of the value in come out. Okay, will be like this. 它会减去负面的一个 numbers. Okay, so this one we need to connect to the other scaling in here. Alright, so this one we call as a arm volume multiple divide. Okay, alright, and then we can do these things. Output this one, upper one will be upper arm, scale X and scale Y. This one will be here and here. Okay, 因为我们有两个，sorry, connect 错了，connect wrong like this. Should be Y and Z, my bad. Okay, should be Y and Z. Alright, so right now you can see when I stretch my stuff, okay, it becomes more on here. This one will be elongated. This one will be squashed a little bit. I mean like not squash out. It will be like thinning, make it thin a bit. Okay, when I go to the other side, okay, so you can see right now the scaling, X is like being shorter and then you'll be fat. This one as well, it being fat of the number there. If you find out this value is too much like this, you want to reduce it, okay, you can change the number in here. You can manipulate in here a little bit, okay, so that right now it can happen like this. But when this thing is turned off, when the pin is turned on, we're still affected, but we don't want this to affect it in here. Okay, we need to clean up this value. Alright, so by using that, okay, we need to have one more, is like the bypass of it. We're using one more color blend. So duplicate one in here. This one, change it to like elbow, pin, and then volume, bypass, blend colors. Okay, so we're gonna bypass these things. When happen, then you bypass the value. Okay, we don't want it to happen on that one. Alright, so this one we connected later the pin when turned on. Then you're not gonna run the scaling for us. So let me put it all to one first. Right, later we're gonna connect the value into here and then bypass to here later on. So find back the elbow pin first. The pin will be, oh sorry, the pin is not here. Alright, we'll bring in the pin inside. Pin 进来先. Where's my pin? Okay, pin will be here. The volume, okay, where is it? Bypass is here. This one no need. Roughly remove it from here first. Okay, get the numbers in here. The pin will be the blender. Okay, to make it turn on and off. Alright, so okay, when it's like turn on in here, it need to be like running on the first value. Okay, 如果 pin 开着，它就跑第一个 value. Okay, when it's turned off, okay, then you run in this value. So if you don't know, it's fine. You just connect first. Later, if wrong already, then you connect to the up and down. Then it will work. Alright, so this value, we roughly disconnect first. Okay, we need to connect to here. Okay, so this one will be the, I'm just using the G first in here. Okay, and then this one will be the R. Okay, so let's connect inside right now. Okay, the output R will be the here, output arm. Okay, output G will be here, the lower arm. Okay, so right now when we see this one bypass when coming, you got the value. This one is from here, the volume value here. But right now outcome will be 1, means that I corrected the correct one. So right now, when pin happen, okay, when happen, this one only stretch here. It won't go and play out with your scaling. So right now, whenever I pull, we will still remaining 1 in here. But when pin turn off, okay, this one will be like doing the squash and stretch in here already. Here in this side. Okay, so that's how you do it lah. Okay, stretch when turn off, okay, you remain back to 0, back to the default value. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, right now wherever you think move these things doesn't move anything, but up down will happen. Okay, when you activate the pin, wherever you move this one, the pin will be following. This one will be follow. Okay, you can stretch the things. Okay, so this is how you guys set up the things in here. Alright, so that's complete it lah. Okay.